Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. Now, in my previous video discussing AMC, where we talked about this resistance here based on the previous break of those highs there. Now, it might seem very obvious now that this was resistance, but one thing we should not forget is that the stock did trade in this range here for about 3 months. Now we're talking about, let's call it about 72 trading days, thereabouts. So about 70 trading days during this period where the stock was trying to break out but ultimately failed. And in fact, we can even see that based on the previous monthly closing high, there was an attempt to record an improvement to new highs, but this is where it stalled. So the point of it is that it might seem like on hindsight that this was obvious, but don't forget, it took 3 months for this to ultimately play out. So we see here clear example of why we should give stocks some time to do what they have to do, because if we think that we can just get the ideal entry every moment, sometimes some of these things take time. This is a good example here, because you can see again, if I was to show this, we take this monthly closing high as an example. The stock tries to break out and it is rejected during that attempt for 3 straight months. Ultimately, we know that failed breakouts are notorious for doing this. This is an ideal example, but don't forget, at any point throughout these 3 months, the stock could have easily broken out. And had the stock broken out, that would have changed the picture, because the resistance here would have been busted and the stock would be trading very well with momentum. So point of it is just make sure that we give our ideas some time to germinate. And this is a good example. Yes, eventually we see resistance there, but it took a long period. If you think about it, almost 70 trading sessions. Now, I bet you most people don't have that patience, but ultimately what the stock was concealing was this profitable move lower if you time that sell signal correctly based on resistance. As we discussed in the prior video that we had seen, the stock was showing resistance. The expectation was that after confirming uniformity rejection, the next trend was down, but it did take some time. So let's make sure we give our ideas some time so they can have the opportunity to present us with the profits that we are looking for. Eric Muathe at Muathe.com. As always, good luck, peace, and blessings. Patience. E-A-C-S.